A subscriber of mine reached out recently with kind of a common lens, I guess you would say, and that is the concept of, hey Dan, I live in a different foreign country and shipping here is just not available or it's too expensive and I don't have access to those quality companies that you do, and now I'm looking for a quality beard wash. Can you tell me what makes a quality beard wash? Oof. Tough topic right there. Number one, no, I can't. I can straight up articulate and explain what makes a quality oil, what makes a quality balm, what makes a quality butter. That's pretty simple, and I think most of us could, and then we insert a lot of personal variables and personal preference. Got it. When it comes to water-based products though, so much more difficult, almost impossible to really explain, or at least for me, right? At least for me to be able to break it down. Now, I help companies make them. I've created beard products that are water-based in stores all across the country. I mean, I had to learn this stuff at a very high level to pass even like Rite Aid and Target standards, let alone the FDA and IFRA. So I understand it deeply. But to try and put it on paper, even putting it in a video is tough. And then I told them that. They responded and said, okay, that's totally fair. I get it. Can you share some red flags to avoid? Even that is difficult. Even that is difficult because there might be ingredients that sound really scary, but they're not, right? There's actual types of alcohol ingredients that are labeled something alcohol that are great options in a beard conditioner and even a beard wash, such as the fatty alcohols. Those are good for skin and hair, but a lot of times people see alcohol, which there are some really bad ones that we don't want, and they think red flag, red flag. It's not really the case. There are also other ingredients that if you use one of those little apps and you scan it to give it a rating of how safe it is, some ingredients get flagged, but it comes down to the potency. If they're using the correct ratio and the correct potency, entirely fine, serves a great purpose, but if it's too high up on the list or too potent, then it could be an issue. Now, the problem is, in the United States of America, the potency is absolutely proprietary. They do not need to tell you the potency. Now, the only rule we know is that the ingredients have to be labeled by potency. So seemingly the top ingredient is the most potent, and then the bottom ingredient is the least potent. Now, if you really like to nerd out over this, that's not actually the case always. But Dan, listen. If they are all tied, it can be in any order. And if your last ingredients are below 1%, they can be in any order. So it doesn't necessarily mean that one is above the other because it has more. There are situations where it can be a little bit different. So I even told them that, like, hey, the red flags are just not easy. If we're talking about oils, butters, and balms, I can list them all off. Let's avoid petroleum products. Let's avoid water in those products. Let's avoid this oil, this oil. This oil has a lot of common allergies. Like, we can go through them. But when it comes to wash, when it comes to conditioner, it's just simply not that easy. And it really paired in my mind to make a video because I am currently helping a company develop some new beard washes. And I figured if I can't explain it in an email and they're reaching out and wondering, I love talking about this stuff and it's a curious enough topic for people to ask about. Maybe we have a video in it. So let's give it a shot today, you guys. Hope that was already, I was like, I can go with the light intro or I can pack a few little facts in there. We went that route. I hope you guys appreciate it. If you do, quick thumbs up. My name's Dan C. Bearded. This is just the part of the video where it like stops your stream of consciousness and just says, hey, are you subscribed? Can you comment? Can you support for free? I do appreciate it. And I only say that because I watch YouTube videos and sometimes I genuinely forget and I'm in the zone, and then a content creator reminds me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I do this for a career and I forgot. So shout out to you guys that are supporting in different ways. So right now, I am helping a company develop some new beard washes. Actually, the hat, of course, picked it out. I like the green on green, and it is Volt Life Proof Grooming. They have an incredible beard wash. It's one of the only ones that I have or have used that uses caffeine. I'm a big fan of caffeine because we know there are studies out there that show it promotes blood flow to the surface of the skin. That's great for beards. Blood flow is nutrients, bringing the nutrition to where we need it the most, as well as hydration. So pair that with some combing and some exfoliating in the shower, a little bit of massaging. Woo, you got a good recipe. So I love their beard wash. But to my knowledge, as of right now, they only have one scent, and it's just their like clean beard wash scent. And they wanted to expand that line. And while they were doing it, they're like, let's make sure everything's dialed in. Let's make sure our beard wash is exactly what we want. And if we're gonna make a change, now is the time. So I've been helping them with the ingredients. I've been helping them with the testers. And I figured it's a perfect time to do this. They really don't know I'm making this video. As I'm filming, I'm like, maybe I should have checked with them, but I think they'll be cool with it. If anything, it's just getting the word out that they have new scents coming with their beard wash, and I'll probably shoot them a heads up beforehand, and hopefully they won't have any issue, but I can't imagine they can. Stop talking out loud, Dan. Okay, I'm helping them develop a new scent for their wash, and then integrating 2 of their mainline scents, all of which are essential oils. Now, I don't think you have to be essential oil to have a beard wash, but if I am gonna be shoving it into my pores on a daily basis, I would prefer the essential oils over the fragrance oils, but that's just me personally. Now, on top of that, we have to make sure a few things. Number 1, I talked about the ingredients. Gotta have the ingredients right. It's a whole chemistry thing. It's above most of our pay grades to really deeply understand that stuff. So I'm not gonna talk a bunch of science mush and foo-foo that we're likely not gonna know unless we pull it up on Google, right? So the ingredients, the ratios of the ingredients. Okay, we can have a preservative because it's a water-based product, but we don't want it to be too high up on the list. We want that just right amount. You can feel it when it's not right. And then that pH level. When I test a beard wash, I'm looking for a couple of things. Does my beard feel like I can't run my fingers through it afterwards? With my water table, that's normally a sign that it's too stripping. Now, the good thing is I will only test beard wash at my water table. Why? Because that's my baseline. That's what I test everything on, and I understand. Now, I do know that when I go on vacation, it might feel different. It might feel softer. When I go on vacation, it might feel like harder water, well water, city water, right? There's all those variables, and I'll track them. I'll observe them. But if I'm judging a beard product, it needs to be with the most neutral settings for me. Then I can understand, this feels more stripping than what I normally do. This feels more gentle than what I normally do. So I only test these at home. And when I'm testing their beard wash, especially these new ones, it's just right through the beard. Perfect. Now, when I get out of the shower, how does it take to the products? Is there a film left over and it feels like the products aren't absorbing in fully? That's not good. Is there a lingering scent that's carrying over from the shower? That's not good. Does it feel like my beard is too dry and too thirsty and it just sucks everything up in a manner that it doesn't normally? All right, that's gonna be too stripping. So there are different ways that you can kind of look at this and just get a feel for it, and I give that feedback. Now, the question might be, but Dan, why do you need to test different scents in a beard wash? Right, we have 3 different scents here that I'm testing. One is a brand new scent for them. That's citrus-based. Shocker, I'm helping them create, so I don't think it's a collab, but I'm helping them create a citrus blend. Another is 2 Peaks, which is tea tree and mint. Oh my gosh. Please get that wash out immediately, Vault. And then next one is Everest, which is my favorite scent from them, and that's eucalyptus, mint, and cypress. Incredible top of the mountain smell. Why would we need to test these if we have the base, if we have the pH, we have the stripping level, all of that? Because anytime you introduce new ingredients, it can change the dynamics and the balance of the blend. Some ingredients don't play well together. Some ingredients need to go to a lower potency and can mess up the balance. When you have a good balanced beard wash, technically, you shouldn't actually need to shake it up. Now, do I still? Yes, of course. Always shake your oils, you guys, no matter what you do. The heavier oils are gonna settle to the bottom. The lighter oils will be at the top. It's impossible to have those stable. With a really good wash, it should be stable and does not require the shaking. Now, if you have some quality ingredients, but you throw off the blend and the ratios a little bit, it might require that shaking, which is not necessarily a problem, but it's not ideal for a company. So when I'm helping test, I'm looking for those things. I'm feeling these things, and I'm just fully observing. And to kind of wrap this up with a conclusion, that's what makes a quality beard oil test for me. It is impossible to look at an ingredient list of a beard wash and for me to say, this is a good one, this is a bad one. It just doesn't work that way. I need to know the quality and reputation of the company because sourcing greatly matters. right? You can have the same exact ingredient list, but from different sources, one could be high quality and one could be garbage. So looking at a list doesn't help me. I need to know their reputation and their quality, and then I really have to try it. I have to experience it myself. And for you guys out there, even if you're not as experienced, unfortunately, that's the only real way to go, is either ask someone that has tried stuff and you trust them, or try it yourself and really formulate that opinion. So to wrap up, you guys, what questions do you have about beard wash? What about the testing process, the formulation process? I can't promise that I can answer every single one of them, but I will give you my best. I will respond to everybody, and maybe it will birth a new video idea. Thank you guys for watching today. Stay tuned. I'll try to get the word out about the new washes from Volt. I have no idea when they're coming out, but I hope soon with how good these are. Please, guys, stay bearded and stay positive.